Welcome folks to part 2 of the easy to make and economical fire piston. All the parts you can pick up. If you look at my first video, it'll tell you all the details about getting the parts and everything. So another thing I want to tell you is that sometimes you will when you compress these parts together like this, you'll get a little bit of a leak. In other words, this piston will want to sink down and stay down. That means that you're losing compression here. So what I did to solve that problem is that once I make my cuts that I need to make and everything is fitted properly, I'll spray it with this Krylon crystal clear satin clear finish. And what that would do is that soaks into the wood there and seals up all the little pores and stuff and cracks that may be in the dowel. So, and it really helps a lot with the maintaining the compression. So once I've done that, I put my O-ring back on and get ready to fire it up and test it out. Now you can tell I've fired this one up several times, because this is the original one I made. So I'm going to show you how to light it, how to load it, and so what I do is first thing I do is I'll put a lot of Vaseline jelly around the O-ring there. You don't have to put a whole lot on there, but you just have to put enough in there to make it nice and seal up that O-ring pretty good and make it lubricate the inside of the cylinder. And you push that in a couple of times and get that all lubed up inside, ready to go. And the way I load this thing is I take my char cloth and I'll make my char cloth in about a 1-inch square pieces, or as close as that as I can get. And I'll fold it in half. And once I get it folded in one direction, I'll take the ends and I'll fold them together, pull them together. And what that does, that leaves you a nice little rounded edge where all the folds have been folded, and that part will go down into the davit or divot, whatever you want to call it, the hole in the end of the cylinder. And I'll leave a little bit sticking out so as to allow it to catch the spark there. And nice and easy, so you can see that. See how I've laid a little bit on the end there. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You slip it into the end like this, and you can either hold it up this way and slam it down with one hand, and what you need to do, either way you do it, you need to make sure that that end of that knob comes to the top of your piston. And what that does is that decreases the amount of space you've got here, and will actually increase the compression and heat that you get when you slam this thing together. And it being a 1/2-inch dowel and a 1/2-inch copper stub out, it's really you really have to push it down hard to get it to come all the way together like you need it to. And so you can either do it with your hand, hard and fast all the way down, or you can take it, both hands, put one thumb over the top, hold the other one, bring it down all the way, and come out with it like this. Now either way will work fine. I prefer doing it with the hand, with the piston on top, but I'll try to do it both ways so you can see how it works. So here goes the first way. Okay, you can see that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that out, you can put it out with your finger just by putting your finger over the end. And you can actually relight that again. And I'm going to do it the other way to show you how to do it using both hands. So I'll put it together this way, then I'll do it this way. And as you come down, make sure you go all the way down, bottom out, let this hand slide down, hold on to the piston and pull up on the cylinder. And this is the way it goes. Here you can see that fire. You put that in your bundle and you blow it into a flame. And that's how it works. And now, the way I store this thing is, it's you want it to stay together so it doesn't come apart, and you certainly don't want to have to store it in two pieces like this. So what I do is that to get it to stay down there, I have to take the compression out of the cylinder so that the vacuum, it creates a vacuum, and you really have to pull on it to get it to come out, so it won't fall out on its own. So what I do is I took an inner line of 550 cord, paracord, and I'll take one strand of it and I'll drop it down inside a little ways into the cylinder, and I'll take the piston, insert it, and I'll hold the end of the string like this, and as I push down on it, I'll give a little tug on the end of the string. You see how that stayed down in there like that? That's because the string created a little gap in the O-ring. And then you can take the string and you can pull the string out. Whoops. Pull the string out. It doesn't damage the cylinder at all, and you'll notice that it really stays together in there. You can't sling it out. There's no way. So, there you have it. The Buckshot 752 easy and economical fire piston. You can make yourself with all supplies from Lowe's, Home Depot, any hardware store that's got a good plumbing section, a 1/2-inch dowel rod, and a drawer knob with a screw. And cost about $13 maybe less, depends on where you buy it. I found that's a lot cheaper if you go to a larger hardware store. Prices will be a little bit lower, especially on this stub out. I've seen them range from believe it or not, $1.59 to over $4. So be careful where you buy them. Shop around. You can save a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.